Hey guys, don't mind my voice. I'm losing it. Like my voice, not myself mentally. I'm actually doing really well mentally. Praise the Lord. But it is my voice that I am losing. So bear with me, but I still wanted to do a voiceover for y'all because I needed to get so much stuff done today. I feel like I am just like Bilbo Baggins, where he says pretty much there is too much bread for me to spread myself as butter across. So that's where I am at. And therefore, I have a ton of stuff that I need to get done today. It's wide, it's random, it's a lot of variety, and I'm taking you along for the ride. So you saw me get some cast irons prepped and ready to go. I'm also cleaning up this little corner. So every place has a catch-all, like every home has a catch-all place. For us, it's usually this little corner, and it's usually my catch-all place when it comes to work stuff, because sometimes I'm getting multiple packages a day and I am just putting things there. But I was like, okay, it's time to clean this all up, get this all pretty, and I also, because this is my job, I need to properly take photos of certain things, do some footage. I just got these Bloom Superfood latte mixes, which I've used for years. Edmund decided to poop his pants at the worst possible time. And when I was done with that, I was able to actually photograph these latte mixes. These are so good. They're vegan, caffeine free. You can enjoy them in your creamer alongside coffee. I think I showed that in this video. Or you can have it in the evening with just some milk and maple syrup. It's so good because it's caffeine free. So I need to take photos of that. Also organize the homeschool cupboard. This is the weekend and we are kind of at a place where we're not doing school. We're not doing extensive workbook teaching and learning, but what we're doing is just natural learning, and it gives me the opportunity to go through this area. So this is where we keep pretty much all of our school curriculum, a bunch of colors, a bunch of markers. Edmund is constantly in here as well, and it's just a place that will get untidy to my organized eyes. Some people might look at it and think it's so clean, but if you knew about the subjects and how we do homeschool, it wasn't very tidy. So I need to do that, as well as go through our junk drawer, organize this a little bit as well, and make sure no one gets their fingers stuck in drawers while I'm trying to close them. And I'm also doing some slow stretch and fold raisin sourdough loaf. I'm kind of just playing with the recipe over here. It's very good. I have already eaten it. It's delicious. And maybe I'll share that recipe with you guys. I'm taking a second just to hang out with Kieran. As you can see by the spaced out look on Kieran's face, we are busy and overwhelmed. So this is just kind of us checking in, making sure we're both getting done what we need to get done today. Our celebratory high five. And Kieran falling, and then continuing on. I needed to do some organizing and decluttering. A lot of the time when I get sent things, I'll get sent doubles. So I got actually 2 of these blenders. It's by Mr. Coffee. I use their other machine every day, but I really don't need 2 of this blender machine. So I'm going to donate this one, keep the other one, closing up that cabinet, and I'm just going through cabinet by cabinet. What do I want to keep? What is not serving me anymore? Some things are gifts. Some things are from brands. Some things I used for a long time and then I haven't found myself using recently. So I'm just doing a full kitchen purge. This isn't something I rush. This is something that is honestly easy for me to do because I don't have a ton of stuff in my kitchen. I know what's in my kitchen. I know where everything is. So it makes it easier to sort and organize and process. Okay, I can keep this. Okay, I should donate this. Okay, this has a crack in it. I probably shouldn't keep it. Thank you to GoPure for sponsoring this portion of today's video. When we start getting into the colder months, my skin feels it and it needs some more TLC. And that is exactly why I've been using the GoPure Power Serum Trio. This trio has been doing wonders for my skin, and when you purchase all 3, you actually save some money here as well. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but first, let me show you how these work. We're gonna start off with the Brighten and Even Serum. This is formulated with vitamin C and Kakadu Plum. Kakadu Plum is a superfruit. It's going to help combat dark and very pigmented areas in your skin to give it an overall bright look. I'm gonna bring you in closer. This is gonna go all over my face. I have very acne prone skin and can suffer from some darkness around my face as well. So I love the aspect of this brightening my skin. This is a serum for nighttime. It's the Firm and Lift serum. It has bakuchiol in it, which is basically something that's gonna mimic the effects of a retinol for visibly firmer and more youthful skin. This is the Dramatically Dewy serum. It literally penetrates 3 levels deep and works to combat things like dry skin, dull skin, and rough skin. And when they say dewy, they mean dewy, not oily, not greasy. It is a dewy, healthy, radiant glow. This serum trio really tackles everything from brightening of the skin to hydration to firmer looking skin. These 3 serums together are only $69. I do want to give a quick shout out though to Go Pure's Brilliant Barrier Water Cream. It's super light and hydrating. It doesn't break me out, and it's formulated with niacinamide, ceramides, vitamin B5, and it looks beautiful on my very sensitive, irritated skin. To shop these products, check out the link down below in the description box. In days where I'm trying to get a ton of stuff done, something I really do like doing beyond just decluttering and cleaning is also taking stock of what I have, writing down what I need, replenishing what I can, and then also composting things that I can't use. I had these potatoes, they were great, but I knew I had them for too long, and there was some potatoes that were too close to some ginger that I had, and they did not like it and started turning green and blue right to the inside. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna compost those. I'm going to put some raisins into here. I have some oats that I need to stock up. And I love this healthy baking cupboard. That's just what I've always called it because it's full of yummy goodies that are good for you, good for your gut. And I'm taking out that compost, putting some essential oil into the bin, wiping it down because it makes it smell fresh. And honestly, if you can simplify composting, do it. We use compostable bags. We use this compostable plastic bin. We just got it at Home Depot. I've gone through so many of those fancy compost machines, bins, and when it comes down to it, the simpler, the better. I am going to clean under my sink. My under sink area is an amazing place for me, to be honest. I keep it very clutter-free. I just have extra soap, dishwasher tabs. I have garbage bags, compost bags, an all-purpose cleaner, garbage and compost, that's it. So I like how clutter-free it is. I like how easy it is to clean. I like that it doesn't stink. It's so easy for me to maintain. When people ask me what is the first thing they should declutter or organize or simplify in their kitchen, 9 times out of 10, I will tell you your under sink area. You'll also notice how good it feels when it's done, and you'll just want to do it to the rest of your kitchen. Because my husband and I work from home, there are certain things we don't need a lot of, and that's actually tumblers and water bottles. We don't need a lot of those because it's not like we're going out of the house every single day and we need hot coffees to go and waters to go. It is literally something, it depends on who you are, it depends on your lifestyle and your job, but there's certain areas where I can be minimal, where you go, it's actually not convenient for me to be minimal here, or vice versa. But I am just quickly going through my bottle cupboard. I'm going through some of my vitamins, my drink mixes, downsizing into smaller jars if I find storage just works better that way. And again, doing more stretch and folds to my bread, which is just delicious. This is another thing I've been wanting to do for a while. So with Christmas coming up, I want to decorate, but in a minimal way, and I want to do something that I've never really done before. So I found chalk markers on Amazon. I can link the one I used down below. It's like $5. You can probably actually get it at the store. I personally couldn't find them, but it is so simple to make really cute Christmas holiday themed window art. You can just Pinterest something, copy it. And I like this because when Christmas is over, I just wipe it off. All I have to do is store a marker, but I get really beautiful kind of fun, artsy windows for the entire year. I can also change this up. I thought maybe I would do some wreaths at one point. How beautiful would that be? But I'm just quickly going over. It's not super fancy or perfect, but it's really, really fun. I thought, you know what? If I don't like it, I can just wash it off and try again. And I actually might do that. So anyway, that's something I really want to tackle, and I'm glad that I had time to do it today. I am going to make myself a cup of coffee. So this is my Mr. Coffee machine that I use every single day. It's the hot latte one. You can also make iced coffees with it, but hot lattes is where it's at. So I'm brewing my coffee, and then I'm adding my creamer to like the frothing portion. It's so great. Honestly, it's so great. And then I'm adding my nutnog, which is a superfood latte mix from Bloom. I have a code. I can link it down below if you're interested in trying it. But it is pretty much like a dairy-free nutnog latte blend that will make your coffee taste so festive and divine. P.S. It is not even 2 o'clock and we are turning on all the lights because that's how dark it has been recently. Okay, so now I have to do some cleaning up. Some more cleaning up. So I wanted to tackle my stovetop and my stainless steel stuff because they get horribly disgusting. I have kids, lots of small kids, so their fingertips get all over everything. And then I'm constantly cooking, and I have a thing for bacon. So there is grease and fingerprints all over this thing, and I need to clean it properly. And I figure while I'm doing it, I'm going to do the entire counter area as well. If you're gonna tackle one thing, do yourself a favor. If you have the ability, go ahead and tackle a few more things in close proximity to you. Just get it done. So with my stainless steel, I will usually use rag or paper towel, and I use a glass cleaner because it keeps everything streak free, but still is really good at taking away grease and streaks. Really like putting in my noise canceling headphones. You'll see them in my ears here and there throughout the video. I like doing it when we're doing a quiet time, or maybe the kids are watching Little Bear, or I just need to disconnect for a bit because I can easily get overstimulated. So I've been listening to a bunch of podcasts. Knowing Faith is one of my favorites. For something funny, Youth Group Chronicles makes me laugh, cry. It is so good. And then I've also been finishing up some murder mystery books because murder mysteries are basically my Roman Empire. And that's what I usually listen to when I'm doing things like this. I'm taking a bunch of the items that I am decluttering, putting them into my to-go bin, and then I'm going to start with some dinner prep here. I'm doing my sourdough flatbreads. I'm just going to roll them extra thin to make them tortillas. These are going to be wraps for my honey mustard, crispy chicken, BLT wraps. These are really good. Whenever I'm just craving those McDonald's wraps and I want a homemade version that won't kill my gut, this is what I go for, and we all get very excited to enjoy these. I will put my flatbread recipe down below in video form. It's on one of my videos. I can find it. And if you haven't seen my most recent video, or one of my most recents, I feature more sourdough recipes, and you should check it out. So while my flatbread is hanging out for the next couple hours on my countertop, I thought this would be a perfect time for me to take my handy dandy toothbrush that is used and abused in this house, but I'm going to use it to clean all the little crevices in my kitchen, which is a lot of honestly cabinet stuff. There is just so much dirt that gets snug and deep into these cabinets. So I use a toothbrush dry to really scrape it out gently. And then I use the vacuum to vacuum any areas that I feel like would be helpful. I'm going back to my flatbread and I'm just shaping them into balls. I'm gonna let this sit again for a little bit covered with a damp towel. It's just gonna help them set into said shape. And then I'm gonna go back to my cabinets, wipe down handles, wipe down around the knobs, especially because it can get quite gross and sticky. And then we are back to dinner. So I am a back and forth person. I will start doing something, making something, and then I realize I have some extra time while that thing is sitting or resting to tackle other things. So what I like to do with my day is fill it. I don't have a ton of breaks during my day, and that's by choice. I like to open up my mornings and my evenings for my ultimate break time, but during the day, it's a lot of go, 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 and I really enjoy that. That's something that I thrive on. Anyway, so I have my crispy sourdough chicken, and it was so good this dinner. I didn't share it. I think I've shared it before, but it was just lovely. I'm cleaning up from dinner here. I'm going to add some raisins and light brown sugar to my dough. And I'm really gonna squeeze this into my dough because the brown sugar gets quite watery and wet. So I'll squeeze this and roll this into my dough, cover it, let it sit. And then in the morning, all I do is bake it. I slice it. It is delicious to have early in the morning with your crazy bedhead hair, and your heart is just full and ready to relax because of all the stuff you did yesterday. Thank you for joining me as I get it all done. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.